Sarah posted an engagement photo on Twitter, just captioned, "I won." Then Pearl Davis hits her back. Hottest right-wing e-girl taken off the market. Conservative women will always use their marriage and family to build their brand. Once you stop getting ran through by black guys, it could happen to you too.
That's rough. Also racist. Pearl do be liking black guys though.
You suck black and probably have AIDS.
Okay, that's crazy.
Morgan, your baby daddy abandoned you. You're raising a bastard child.
Damn.
But yet somehow, someway you think you're better than me or anyone on this app. You gave it up for free, got left in the dust, and now post rage bait on X to supplement for the inadequacy of your monthly child support payments.
That's brutal. These women are fierce. I like to believe that we're kind of like hitting the end of it. People are starting to realize like a lot of this is very online performative.
Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke-ass immigrant.
Whoa, dude, that's crazy! Hey, racism equals funny, am I right, guys? Let's get this party started, guys. This video just looks interesting. The casualties of the right-wing pick-me civil war. I saw a few clips of some weird stuff going on. I don't quite understand exactly what's happening. So, we're going to learn what's happening. It's from Mark Insco. I don't know. I think that's what his name is. Let's just watch it. The casualties of the right-wing pick-me civil war. Hey, you know, it's fun to get back to the red pill stuff. It's been a while. It's been a while. You know what I mean?
I actually do say that some women can vote.
Yes.
If
That's weird. I think all of them can.
they're not on child support,
Okay.
alimony,
Ooh.
they're net taxpayers. They're
Well, I mean, I disagree, but I could see like the food stamps thing or whatever. But why not child support from the husband or the father or the what?
in the military or have an infrastructure job. My point is if we made those
What?
the requirements, maybe landowners, business owners.
Oh yeah,
But if we made that the-
oh yeah, that's the old southern. That's the old southern way things were. You know, back when I don't know if you guys remember Pearl saying something along the lines of slavery wasn't as bad as black people say it is. You know, so that's when she was talking to Nick Fuentes. So that's we're getting back to our roots over here. Yeah, I only think that landowner should be able to vote, and frankly, I think all their farm equipment should count for their vote. About 3/5 of their farm equipment. Like that's where we're getting back. We're getting back to the past, baby.
the requirement, most women wouldn't vote.
Getting
anyway.
back to the
Folks,
past,
welcome back
baby.
to another episode of There's No Way You Actually Believe That.
True,
in the
that's true.
previous semester, I explored the rise and criticism of the performative male. The performative male who
What the hell?
traffics in matcha and Joan Didion novels as a means of appealing to the female gaze.
That's true. I feel like a female straights would be more into this guy. He's very feminine. I can't. How do you cross your legs like that? I would fucking crush my ball sack. All balls, no dick. You know what I'm saying, guys? A little high five for that one.
Performative male's very essence has been
Whoa.
distilled
I've never
into
seen
an
this before.
unholy stew meant to be served to whichever woman is closest to him at your local overpriced vintage shop,
You
cafe,
think he squats? You think it's all arms? You know?
or cocktail bar. However, the performative male did not appear from the ether. Like the biblical story of Adam and Eve,
I've never seen the performative male look like that, to be honest with you. I mean, usually they got like a weird ass mustache, but I've never seen that version of them, so that's interesting.
the performative male came into the world with another. Except
Whoa,
this time,
hard
Eve actually
coming.
came first, and is also a
Hey, good. Hey, that's feminism, baby.
Republican for some reason.
Why would you want to remove just from yourself the right to vote?
I found out that only 5% of women wanted the right to vote.
Whoa! It's interesting because no woman advocated against, like, 95% of women didn't advocate against the right to vote, just to be clear.
Because they've been conditioned by men to think that they shouldn't have a vote.
I mean, that's what they say.
Ooh, God.
Who's they, dude? When you get fucking owned by conservative Piers Morgan, you know you fucked up.
Yes, the right-wing pick-me, which in my opinion is the only subgenre of pick-me.
The girl's equivalent to a guy drinking matcha and listening to Claro is being right wing. I don't even know. I'm fucking behind on the internet memes. I need to get more terminally online.
That really still exists. The pick-me, which had its
Pick-me.
heyday probably like 2 to 4 years ago.
I should check out his performative male video. Maybe. Maybe the backlog.
People were making memes all over the place about this in like 2021. Basically, a pick-me girl is just a girl who puts down other girls in an attempt to look better and more unique than them for men. So that boys will pick
They're just trying to get some dick, you know? Trying to get that work inside that puss, you know what I'm saying, dude?
her.
I'm pretending not to know about Facetune. One time I was showing a group of people my old, embarrassing, like terribly Facetune photos. And in front of guys too. And this girl was like, what is Facetune? People do that?
What is Facetune? I don't know.
Okay. Cleaning up a guy's house after a party or a pregame. I mean, like, I just have to do this. I'm sorry. No, you don't.
Yes, people were very mean to pick-me's, okay? Those who were not like the other
I don't know, dude. If you're fucking cleaning up a dude's house after a party to get some dick, I feel like that's valid as fuck. What?
girls. And apparently the term originates
It's a photo editing app. Okay, whatever.
from Grey's Anatomy, which is an instructional program for medical students to teach them about workplace professionalism.
So pick me. Choose me.
Got him!
Love
Y'all
me.
be weak in the knees. Stand
That was a
up.
different video.
Stand up.
But in social media or TikTok parlance, the pick-me quickly declined and was replaced with not a girl's girl. Now, if being a pick-me is an active state of being, not being a girl's girl is somehow worse, because you can stop being a pick-me. If you're doing pick-me, you can stop that.
Yeah, but again, well, it depends on what kind of pick me shit, I guess.
But if you're not a girl's girl,
Me trying to explain to my guy friends that the girl they think is so chill is actually not chill because she's not a girl's girl, and they don't notice the passive comments and mean girl behavior because it's only illegal in girl world, and only girls can notice. Oh, okay. I guess the idea here is that the girl acts like a pick me, and then she gets you disconnected from other girls, and then her true colors come out. And she starts acting like a fucking bitch, and she doesn't actually do all the shit that she was doing before. You know what I'm saying?
that's
I guess the rule is if the girl isn't really high anxiety, then she's not being genuine. I think that's the rule, the rule of thumb. So if you have a girl that's like, oh, I'll help you clean up. Oh, yeah, that girl's a bitch. Oh, yeah, fuck that. Oh, what's Facetune? I don't even know what the fuck that is. You know, if they play all that pygmy shit, like, oh, yeah, men should have more rights to women. Yeah, women are stupid and belong in the kitchen. If they do that, that's pick me. But if they have super high anxiety and they're like, oh my God, we have to clean right now and get everything done, and oh my God, then they're genuine, because that's pretty much that's the way I interpret it.
It's who you are. If you're not a girl's girl, that's like being Estonian. You can't
I don't know what
stop
that
being
means.
Estonian.
Okay.
You just are
A
Estonian.
lot of whites, a lot of albino people. Okay.
That's what you are. Shout out Estonia, by the way. But this not a girl's girl criticism is the
Is that a trans girl?
2023 to
Oh, I don't know. Is that insensitive? All right, let's pretend I didn't ask a question.
2024 version of the pick me. And most famously, it's how Lily J, who was Ethan Slater, aka SpongeBob SquarePants' wife,
Didn't he fuck Ariana Grande? This is like Curly Son 102 over here.
who left her after starting an affair with Ariana Grande,
Damn.
described Ariana. Now, I typically
You think Ariana's got that good shit? I feel like she's kind of mid. She's got no reason to work hard. You know, she's already famous. You know what I'm saying?
don't dive into celebrity drama. I'm above that. I discuss
I'm not above that. I'm not above very few things.
important things. Like
I like
the nation
having
of
fun.
Estonia. And I know this isn't really my lane, not even the point of this video, but there was this whole discourse about these terms, pick
The internet's favorite way to hate women and still sound feminist. From pick-me's to not a girl's girl. The internet's full of woman-on-woman kill-outs. That part's true. Women are really catty.
me and not a girl's girl. Are these terms helpful, productive? Is it internalized misogyny? I have no idea. I'm a man. And also there's like 100
Based.
articles in this in like Elle and The Cut by people who are much smarter than me that you can go read if you're interested. However,
I don't like reading. That's gay. It's for women. Reading is for women, and it's mostly porn. Let's just be absolutely real. I think we need to stop this whole thing, because obviously women are more educated than men. They go to school more and they do smart stuff. They read and stuff. That's great. But the problem is that most of what you read is porn. And you got those Akator books and other books about how the main character is a dragon woman who has she actually has two dragons, unlike other people, and she has lightning powers. But there's really saucy sexual scenes in the books, and you guys read that in public. You guys read that at baseball games. You guys read that at Little League practice with your children. You should be ashamed of yourself. Okay? Just because you're not looking at pictures of actual boobs, or I guess penis. I don't know what girls like to look at. I feel like girls, when they look at visual porn, they're more girl-centric. Like, girls like to watch girls. Anyway, we're getting off topic. Just when you're reading your books like that in public, it's still porn. It doesn't matter. It's the same if I pull out Twitter and I start scrolling through a bunch of fucking I don't know, fucking BBW squirting or pissing or something, right? It's the same exact thing. So you guys got to get your shit under control. You guys have to get your shit under control. You're disgusting. You're gooners. All right. And you're nasty as hell.
However, I will say this. People criticizing a woman whose husband cheated on her as engaging in internalized misogyny for saying that the homewrecker in question is not a girl's girl. Like, can she get a hall pass on this one? I feel like you're owed a hall pass. Like, if my husband cheated on me with a 6-month-old at home, not a girl's girl would be the tip of the iceberg of insults that I'd be coming up with. I'd become the Joker. I'd be outside Ariana Grande's apartment building with the kid, making him hold a sign that says, "Why daddy, why?"
I feel like, unless the guy's in there, you know, what's the point? I feel like you should stab your husband or your wife for cheating, not like the other person they cheated with. You know what I'm saying?
I'd be on TikTok.
Don't stab anybody, guys, by the way. That's terrible.
TikTok live, calling my husband a
I will say, though, if your husband or wife cheats on you, they are valid military targets, okay? I'm being silly.
Saying Ariana hasn't had a hit since 2016. You know, going low. I feel like if you're wrong in a certain way...
I don't know. I heard that she's getting ready to work with Chris Brown, so I think she's going to have a hit soon.
You deserve the right to go low, okay? Without people being like, well, can we hold space for learning and growth, please? You know, love is complicated. Relationships are hard. One day your husband is with you in bed, and the next day he's cast as Tin Man, and the day after that...
Wow, that's a Tin Man? Okay.
He's f***ing Ariana Grande. But I digress.
Crazy. Hey, listen, she's just giving us ugly guys hope, I guess. But I don't know, Ariana Grande, she's very talented. I just feel like that talent stays outside of the bedroom. You know what I'm saying, dude? She kind of gives me like dry pillow princess vibes. You know what I mean? Dry, stiff. You know what I'm saying, dude.
What is this video about again? The point is, over time, it became unfashionable, both to be a pick-me or to call people pick-me's. It fell out of the mainstream, but as I mentioned, there's one group of pick-me's still left standing, and it's a multi-gender, multi-racial, multi-sexuality. I don't know what the term is for that one. A group of people. I'm talking, of course, about the right-wing pick-me, and this kind of pick-me is a pick-me for profit.
I'm not the biggest fan of female politicians. I think generally we're too emotional. Yeah. So, I mean, it's like, do I want...
Yeah, men aren't emotional at all. Men are not emotional at all. It doesn't manifest in a violent outburst or anything like that.
Yeah, in the U.S., I know more about the U.S. political system, so
Do you know about it? I would be surprised, frankly.
Want someone with the nuke bomb that could get their period?
In a way, you have
a nuke bomb? Jesus Christ. You know what, though? At least we don't have nuke bombs. We just have regular nuclear warheads, so we're not quite as bad.
Have to respect it. Their entire business model is insulting and degrading whatever group they represent, whether...
Ugh, this woman's a fucking obnoxious, bad person. Bro, why is it that these pick-me bitches, though, why are they always fucking racist? You know, like, pick a struggle. Like, they're always like racist as hell. Like her and the other, right? This is the same white blonde woman that was talking about how like you could bring slavery back or something if everybody, like, you know what I mean? Like, it would be morally okay to bring slavery back or something along those lines, if everyone agreed to it. That was because she talked to Justine Withers on some idiot's podcast, right? Like, what the fuck's up with that? I really don't understand.
It's women, gays, black people, in order to get views and money from the...
Wait, I wasn't saying that about black. It's crazy. Look, Pearl changed her fucking name again. Let's see how a girl Pearl's doing. So she went from just Pearly Things to Pearl Davis to now just Pearl. I guess that's the problem, is with the reason why her views are significantly lower. She has 2 million followers and she's getting a solid, 2,000 views after a day. That's incredible. Well, this one's 15 to 20K. Okay. Yeah, so let's say average of 15K. I think it's because of her name. So I think what we need to do is you just need to keep changing your name until something happens, and then keep changing your picture in your profile. Thank God she started doing makeup after she was made fun of for not caring about the way she looks. That's amazing. So I think that's all she really needs to do, is just keep just change your name a few hundred times more. Maybe just keep talking about girls. I like this one. Most mothers lie about their child's father. That's incredible. I love that. I love that so much. I think that she just fucks. I think that the only person that Pearl Davis has sex with is married men or something along those lines. Just like desperate guys that would be ashamed to be known to be having sex with her in public. You know.
There's conservative, straight, white male audience. I respect
Whoa.
it. I also
Relax.
famously make a living on the internet.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
I managed to do it without debasing myself, but not everyone's
Listen, sometimes it's a good thing. You debase yourself, you make a lot of money online. A lot of money on OnlyFans.
as good as I am. And let's not be reductive. I'm not saying that every conservative female creator is a pick-me. I'm saying that most of them are.
That's probably, well, I mean, if they're a creator, probably. That's like the content strategy. You know, while we're on the topic, though, I really just feel like I need to talk about this. I know we're talking about a red pill video, but I feel like I need to talk about this. I came across this. Somebody tagged me in this. It's on Twitter, and it says Republicans in 2028. Okay, and this fucking pisses me off a little bit because I am in no way a Republican. But not only am I not a Republican, okay, the fucking shirt says "Make America Gay Again." Okay, what do you are and which is fucking insane. It just pisses me off. I don't understand how you could. This is from a Twitter picture, by the way. How you could ever infer that I was conservative. So first of all, here's the picture that it comes from. Okay, now if I play the audio for you, I'll probably get DMCA'd. But the audio is it's a really good audio from I exclusively use Jenny Journey audios on my Instagram. Jenny Journey is is a fucking trans woman. I love her music. It's fantastic. Okay, and this is me wearing my Make America Gay Again. I'll tell you, every single fucking gay tattooed earring person at the festival, they were like, "Wow, I really like your shirt." Like, they unironically, one was like, "Oh, I got scared at first, but then I realized that like you weren't a freak." She didn't say those words. I'm paraphrasing. But because, this is obviously not a support of, Make America Great Again. This is a little bit of a jab because the administration and their policies are homophobic. I will say a couple people got triggered. I don't know why just adding gay in there makes you really upset. That's fucking cringe. What's wrong with gay people, conservatives? That's a little bit of a weird thing. This is some pretty good fucking food. This shit was fucking fire. My wife liked the stuffed cabbage. So yeah. I feel like, how the fuck would you ever think that I'm a fucking... How the fuck would you ever interpret me as a Republican? I don't even understand. Like, what the hell? So this is just fucking obnoxious. This guy's a dumb-ass idiot. Mostly because you're stupid, and you saw this and thought, this guy's a Republican. What are you talking about, bro? What the fuck are you talking about? I don't know. I just wanted to vent about that. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. So... eat my ass.
I don't hang out with anyone really less attractive than me.
Nice,
there's too much drama.
Too much
Women need
drama.
to understand, but you can't hate on men for giving up all the best years of your lives, where realistically you guys are probably not living a life like we're living, where we can just go on yachts every weekend,
love
no
yachts.
jobs, travel, everything's paid for, taken care of, partying nonstop. What are you guys doing? Probably hustling, working hard, doing all those things.
Again, we're specifically the ones that clearly make content.
Yep. I like the girls that hustle and work hard, because they have calluses on their hands, and that gives you a nice little roughage when they're fucking popping it on there. Not that I need two hands on it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really packing that hard, but why the fuck, what do I want silky hands for? I might as well just fucking, I don't know, go to J.C. Penney's and just start rubbing my fucking penis on some clothing. What the hell is that? Give me a little bit of roughage, dude. It's good for your diet. Helps you with your bowel movements.
For a straight male audience, which is unfortunately a decent chunk.
Yeah, I think he is mad about my chat aesthetic. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And you can always tell. I know I've spoken out against authenticity policing before, but you can always tell when these people actually believe what's coming out of their mouth, or if it's a grift for clicks. The right-wingers who do it for the love of the game, who actually think like college is a scam and the white race is being genocided or some shit. They have a sauce, okay, that the pick-me's just can't recreate. For instance, who could forget Lily Gaddis, the trad/conservative creator who burst onto the scene about a year ago with quite an opening argument.
Oh, didn't she just throw out the N-word?
Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke-ass immigrants.
Whoa, dude, that's crazy! Hey, racism equals funny, am I right, guys?
Fresh off the boat, looking for a green card. Yes,
Yeah.
they are probably...
I fucking hate when people say those words, mostly because then I get it in my head. There's an audio going around on TikTok people think it says neck hurts. It's of Randy Marsh from one of the episodes of South Park, and I keep seeing people dancing to the TikTok, and it's really fucking me up. It's really fucking me up because what happens is I start listening. So if there's a trend on TikTok, I start listening. I hear the trend in my fucking brain. I hear it, and then 3 weeks usually later, all of a sudden, like I'm just driving and I just start singing the song. So, like, when it's a cool, like, you know, guitar riff, like that's cool. That's fucking fine. Or if it's, what's that one? Gnarly, that's fine. We got no fucking problems with that. When it's the South Park audio, I'm fucking driving to my mother's house today. I'm driving to my mother's house today, and I'm just on autopilot, and so I'm fucking just, I start singing it, and I just go like, whoa, that's fucking crazy. So if I say that fucking word, dude, it's not my goddamn fault. TikTok's psyoping me into being racist. It's also weird how comfortable people are. I'm used to seeing racist audios on, like, fucking really edgy memes that come across my page. Fine. But when you got, like, people with, like, millions of followers and verified doing fucking Charlie D'Amelio-esque dances to that shit, I don't even get it. It's fucking crazy.
Gold diggers?
Yes, I think I jogged some people's memory with that
What'd she say? I don't even want to go back.
clip. And obviously, again, you know, she's a racist piece of shit, et cetera, et cetera. But there's
So
an
true, King.
element of, like, I don't even believe you. Like, it's so clearly rage bait. It's so clearly part of a content strategy.
Well, wasn't that one girl who said they called the little black kid the N-word? Didn't she get, like, thousands of dollars and shit? It's fucking crazy. There's a lot of racists with a lot of money out there.
There is no way that she talked like that before filming that TikTok and deciding to try and get famous.
She, with that outfit on, hopefully she was doing like an OF and trying to get people to go over there, because she would have got a lot of conservative dudes going over there.
And
she's
her
a
long
gold
game
digger?
worked out.
Okay.
You know, now she's got hundreds of thousands of followers. She's still uploading here on YouTube.
Nice.
Which again, YouTube, I don't know how that's allowed.
Nice. Woke women brag. Woke women brag about 5 abortions, and Charlie Kirk goes nuclear or something. Woke Indian humiliated for insane stolen land rant. Indian. Black neighbors attack white man for helping a woman. White liberals panic after being called out for begging. This is incredible. Sick liberal mom tries to make son transgender. What the fuck is happening here? That's crazy. Then there you have a nice Japan vlog, so that's nice.
I don't know how she's not breaking your rules, but I am. But I mean, okay, I'm not mad. Don't put in the paper that I'm mad.
And new clothes are so expensive that I can't.
Yeah, what?
And I'm sick of going to thrift stores and fighting with Mexicans, okay?
Why?
Now, the
I
only
usually go to Home Depot, but they're usually stronger when you go there.
good thing there, the only redeeming factor for Mexicans is that they have such horrible style that they don't really want the things I want.
Again, you know, I'm just...
Okay. I don't even know what to say to that. It's just crazy. That's fucking wild, dude. That makes me feel like if YouTube accepts that kind of shit, then I should be fine with my fucking jokes. But I don't even know what the joke is. Mexicans have horrible style? I mean, what the fuck? What are you talking about? I guess she doesn't wear, like, blue jeans and sweaters in the summer. Which, what? Why? Like, what the fuck are you doing? That shit always fucking makes me go crazy. Every fucking Hispanic guy that I see doing like lawn work is like wearing a sweater at 90 degrees weather. I don't get it. But you know what? They work hard as fuck, so.
I'm trying to feign anger, but I just don't believe her. And that doesn't make this any less harmful. But there's a fascinating tragedy underneath the surface here that needs to be explored. Yeah. And that's what I mean, that there's a difference between just being a right-wing creator and being a right-wing pick-me creator. Like,
what's an example of like a regular creator?
There's a difference. For instance, there's trad wives out there, right, who make content about being a...
Why is she shopping at fucking Goodwill, though? That's kind of poverty. I don't shop at Goodwill because I'm fucking rich. No, I'm just kidding.
Trad wife. You know, life with a kid.
I'm just fat. I have to get... Actually, you know what I get at Goodwill? Unironically, ties. I go to Goodwill for ties all the time. Like when my wife and I, when we went to a wedding, I got my tie from the wedding. Let's see. I'm gonna scroll down and I'll find it eventually. But my wife and I went over. It's right here. Look at this. I got this tie at a fucking thrift store. $5. You know, $5. $5. Look at that. My wife looks hot. Oh, that shit. My wife's looking pretty hot. My wife's looking pretty hot. I fucking came in her so much. Okay. She's twerking. I can't show you the twerk picture. It's too sexual. But yeah, I get ties. I get ties from there. It's pretty good shit. That's pretty. I love ties there. So.
It's God doing whatever your husband says. Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean. Baking bread, like it's just a subgenre of lifestyle
Make
content.
Me some bread.
I get it. But then there are trad wives who are basically just doing like softcore pornography for conservative men, just straight 1950s mommy ASMR essentially.
Nice.
You know. And that's not so great. Like, yes, King, you are so right. Modern women, they're all come to mommy. Mommy's gonna make you some cookies. All women are Jezebels. We love you so much. Mommy loves you. Because
all right, I would come to that. I get it now. I understand that.
The Venn diagram of who the audience is for that latter type of content and who the audience is for this far right white nationalist content is a fucking circle, and I can prove it using cherry-picked information and straw man arguments. You see, there's actually been a bit of a civil war going on amongst the right-wing pick-me's recently, and it is absolute cinema. And honestly, I think it ultimately proves that all of these women are pining for the same audience of like a million straight white guys between like the ages of 14 and 24, probably 34 for
probably some older people too. Probably not just white dudes either, but mostly, I guess. Sure.
Honest, I don't know. I'm just making shit up at this point, but that's what I would guess. So let me introduce to you to all these characters. Okay, we've got Sarah Stock.
I think you'd be surprised how many like older dudes are on there, fucking gooning to this shit.
A Jubilee regular and white nationalist with incredible takes such as gay marriage is fake marriage.
Whoa, that's crazy.
And even worse, does anybody put salt in their coffee? Nope.
What? What does this person say? Does anybody else put a little sprinkle of salt in their morning coffee every day? Oh, okay. What? No?
No, we don't, Sarah. And also, you're a freak.
We already have a dominant culture based on European and Christian values and identity.
Then we have Emily Wilson, aka Emily Saves America, also a Jubilee regular, who gained infamy with her spirited defense of slavery.
Hey, is that Hunter Avalon? How's that guy doing? I'm kind of curious. You ever pick himself back up? I think he's like a stay-at-home dad, right? God bless. Did him and his wife get divorced or something? I don't even remember. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, what the fuck? He like stopped posting. What the fuck? Does he do something else now? Oh, what the hell?
What brings you down?
Is that it? Did he just stop making content? New channel. No, don't subscribe. Ew. This one's got 13 days ago. What the fuck? Oh, damn, what happened to homie? That's fucked up, buddy. I don't know. All right, well, sorry, Hunter. I guess you got cocked, liberal.
Slavery.
That's fine. I think if everyone in a state wants something, go ahead and have it.
So if everyone in Alabama wanted slavery back, you'd be okay with that?
Sure.
His eyes are fucking dead. Oh my god, that's so scary.
Sure. If everyone in the state wants it, go ahead.
Woohoo, base, dude, that's so cool. What if we did do a slavery, but it was only for white women? Blonde white women. Okay. Dirty blonde white women, specifically.
What do I give a shit?
Alright, well...
I mean, I don't understand the soy face, though. I can't believe she said that. Yeah, you know what? You guys are all rage baiting. You guys are all debate weirdos. Fucking debate freaks rage baiting on the internet.
Alright, well, let's go next topic.
Also, this guy's dumb. This guy's a fucking loser. I don't even know who he is, but it just is what he is.
I mean, great. I feel like I'm doing wrestling intros right now. Racist white women.
Hey, I love wrestling intros.
Ever. Then we have Pearl Davis, aka Just Pearly Things, who's a bit of a right-wing pick-me OG.
Interesting. Was this the best picture she could come up with? I feel like, I'm not trying to be that guy, but I am I'm a graphic designer or something, because I said so. And I just feel like I wouldn't have, what the fuck? Look at these wrinkles. Like, I would have made sure that the wrinkles weren't in the shirt. You couldn't have made sure there was no wrinkles or had somebody edit the wrinkles out or something. Oh, you know what? No, she needed the wrinkles in. Because if you didn't see the wrinkles, you wouldn't know that there was anything there. Okay, now I actually understand. That's probably the best picture she could have come up with. Because her face is photoshopped a little bit. You could see that like there's like some kind of a brightening effect here. I maybe would have got rid of some of these wrinkles there, but I guess if you didn't see the wrinkles, you wouldn't know that there were any lips there. So there's somebody did a kind of like a makeover to this, but she, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. You can't see the features without that.
Gee,
all right.
I know I haven't even introduced you to the drama yet, but the smart money bet would be on Pearl, because she's been in this game for a minute.
When women are young, women kind of start off the back as whores. I say
when they're babies, when women are babies, they're whore. That's crazy. Wow.
divorce should be banned. Ban divorce. Let's take marriage back for the people that actually believe in marriage. Modern
Bro, you want to know what will happen if you guys ban divorce? Women are going to stab their husbands in their sleep or fucking poison them. I don't know why you guys act like divorce is better for women. Divorce is better for men. All right, female prisons are a fucking joke. It's like a big pool party. They just go in there and some of them eat each other out. And they have fun with it because all girls are kind of lesbian sometimes based on what they need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So divorce is actually at the benefit of men. Because if it's either divorce or you're going to get fucking killed. They're going to put a rat poison. This is a cinnamony. They know everything about you. They're going to fucking do something. They're going to make it. And they have time to think. All they do is have time to think. Women are crazy. 99% of the people who consume true crime, women. What do you think that they're watching that for? Oh, they're probably watching that for entertainment. No. They're watching to get ideas. If your wife watches true crime, you need to start treating her better because you're next on the list. She's just trying to figure out which ways that she needs to engage in to take you out. All right, you know, she might. It might be making sure that it's a little extra slippery in the morning in the winter when you go outside. It might be putting something in your food. You know, there's a. You got to be careful, dude. You guys got to read between the fucking lines. Men are stupid. We are stupid. Like, we don't think about these things. We're very direct. You see a girl watching true crime, you're just like, yeah, okay, that's a thing. Moving on with your day. No, dude. She's watching that for ideas. Be aware of what's happening.
Men have to work 5 times harder than their grandfathers did. For women, 20 times worse than what their grandmothers were.
Incredible.
Damn.
So here's what went down.
My grandma do be a queen. My bopsy, she do be a queen. So true, kings.
Sarah.
In my experience, to be honest with you, though, with the coming off the back of that Pearl clip, I feel like the way that men find women is this: men, in my experience, are fucking degenerates, and they just come everywhere on whatever, like pure werewolf. A girl says hi to you. Oh, I'm interested in you. You just start, you guys, you go take her on a date, Applebee's, half apps, cheap date, under $30, and then you fuck her, blah, 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 blah. You're like, yeah, I'm looking for some relationship. Oh, yeah, nothing too serious yet, but I'm open to it. Lies. Then eventually a girl comes along that's just like all of them, that thinks that they could change you, and they somehow magically change you and make you into a better man. So this idea that men put work into the relationships is mostly women. Mostly the relationships are completely driven by delusional women who think that they can change degenerate men. And then they actually end up changing one of them. That's why you see like women with some of these guys that are just so fucking worthless and dumb, and they're like drooling all the time. Because women are like, I can change that guy. It's crazy. It's actually insane. So,
posted an engagement photo on Twitter, just captioned, "I won," and showing off her engagement ring.
All right, God bless.
Very innocuous, very on
little. Okay,
brand,
cool.
obviously. For someone who espouses the need.
Who the fuck is Sarah
expand
Stock?
The white race or whatever. Yeah, she's putting her money where her mouth is. I respect it. Then Pearl Davis hits her back.
I love marriage. It's a beautiful thing.
So, with hottest right-wing e-girl taken off the market, parentheses, conservative women will always use their marriage and family to build their brand.
Wow. But shouldn't you be doing that if you're going to be like if you're going to be doing it, like, shouldn't you be married? You're kind of walking the walk. What?
Whoa. Okay. So, Okay, look. So, in case you haven't noticed, this is like my Roman Empire, by the way. So again,
I still don't understand what a Roman Empire is. Like, I don't understand what the comparison is, to be honest with you.
Reminder: all of Pearl's content is just on women. Like, it's for
most of Pearl Davis's content, if you've actually checked her out recently, is mostly about hard simping for divorced dads. Like, it's super hard simping. It makes sense if you take a look at her. It makes sense that that's the direction she's going in. You know, that's not who I was looking for.
What brings you?
Shut the fuck up, dude. Just get me to where I'm looking to go. Oh, dude, Hunter, you're making me literally come right now. Jesus Christ. All right.
So there's this.
What the fuck was I saying? Oh, most of Pearl's content is really just going after divorced dads. Fuck. Like, her whole thing. And it makes sense for her because, like, here's the reality of the situation. And this comes to anybody. The only people that are willing to date people with kids, guys, girls, whatever, are either other people with kids or people that are desperate. I'm just being fucking real with you, okay? Maybe you're the exception to the rule. And you're like, no, I just want to raise someone else's kids. Sure, I believe that. And so, basically, Pearl's really desperate. Despite the fact that she's got a lot of money, her dad has tons of plantation money. She does, I mean, she probably used to make a lot of money on her show, yada, 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 yada. Guys still will not date her. They will fuck her behind the scenes, but they won't date her. And you know, so now her whole thing is like, let me make content about single dads and let me see if I can meet them and I can pretend that they are the biggest victims in the world indefinitely, regardless of circumstances. Hopefully they will not just fuck me, but they will also be willing to be seen in public. So far has not been working. She's been doing this for a year now. That's most of her content, you know, and God, by the way, God bless, you know, get your Pinot, whatever you're looking for. But it's crazy because she's not I can read. She's not a lesbian. She totally wants a guy. She's just not happening for her. Unless she has a boyfriend, maybe like a little cuck boyfriend, then she pretends to be single because that's the divorced dads find her hot because she's a attainable woman that she's attainable looking, you know. She's an attainable woman that like they're like, oh yeah, I like her. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is, dude. Maybe she does have a boyfriend. She's hiding it. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe you know maybe who knows?
Poor men. She's like talking about how men should be allowed to cheat and stuff. It's rage bait. But you know, kind of a sticking point in this corner of the internet over the years has been, well, Pearl, you know, you keep talking about women needing to do this traditional
Hey, it's that guy who always feels the needs to compare everything to rape. That's fucking, what a great strategy.
Style. But where's your man? And I think as part of that, she's been kind of known to go off the rails against other, I guess, more like conventionally attractive conservative pick-me's on the internet, accusing them of being like little...
Trad e-girls' dating advice to get a ring is to weaponize sex to get what you want instead of being a nice person and letting the chips fall where they well, your strategy doesn't seem to be working. Hey, Trad ladies, you were not actually a virgin on your wedding day if you got finger blaster, took it from the back door, or did oral. You can get an STD from all those things. You're not pure. Trad e-girls are in a perpetual state of gaslighting and virtue signaling. Shit, you know that pussy stank, dude.
A little more than like e-thoughts. That's the dynamic at play here. But
stank good. Not bullying.
No worries, because Sarah's gonna defend herself. Once you stop getting ran through by black guys, it could happen to you too.
That's rough, dude. That's also racist, but she does seem to like black guys.
I'm not gonna be able to get through this. Okay, so
that's fucking
racism
crazy.
has entered the chat, and that means
Pearl do be liking black guys though.
Emily Saves America is not far behind, because she's gonna chime in to clown on Sarah's ring size. Emily,
listen, why would you want to spend all that money on a ring? I spent like $400 on my wife's ring, so.
Saves America out of nowhere with the chair. And look, I don't think this is like a Jeremiah ring situation, is it? I don't know. What's a standard rock size nowadays? Is that small? It seems a little small, but like...
Nah, dude, it's fine. You guys don't need to break the bank on a fucking ring or your wedding. You don't need to be in fucking generational debt for a fucking ring and a wedding day. Spend fucking $400 on a wedding ring. Spend $500 on a nice small little ceremony in a park. And then use the rest of the money to go on a nice vacation with your honeymoon with your spouse, all right?
Still in the range of standard-ish.
It's fine.
I don't know. You guys let me know. And we will come back to Emily because she's the least trad-coded out of all these women. And I think there's something there. But then Sarah responds, "Where's your ring, Emily?" Spicy, spicy.
Ooh.
And then new character alert. Morgan Ariel, who is a trad Christian nationalist.
Whoa, it's almost like they all look the same.
Anti-Semite, who's also unmarried, fires off on Emily's snarky ring comment with, "You give it up for free, ho. Might want to sit this one out." And hilariously, by the way, out of all the tweets.
Got her! I believe this is the ring I got my wife. It's $380. Let's say it's enchanted Disney, fine jewelry, sterling silver, blah, blah, blah words. About $400 now. I think I spent about that much back then. And it's a nice, unique wedding ring. Or it's an engagement ring. It's pretty big, too. Oh, you didn't spend $7,000 on a... Shut the fuck up, bitch. What the fuck do I care? Who the fuck cares? It's a fucking wedding ring. You guys act like it's fucking matter. Oh, you didn't spend $20,000 on my... Oh, you're so stupid. Oh. My wife and I go on 2 major vacations a year, bitch. The fuck do I want to spend $10,000 on some fucking... Just some shit fucking rock. Oh, why don't you want to get the same clear rock everyone else? Oh. What? What are you, ugly? Spend $20,000 on that. Oh, you need to spend $50,000 on your wedding. No, thanks. I'm all paid up. I got no real debts, but school loans. Why the fuck do I need anything else, idiot? You fucking pig. Fuck you, dude. I don't give a shit. It's a nice ring. She gets compliments. And we get to go on to nice places. And we don't have debt. Ugly, you know what I mean? So shut up. Go cheap. Go fucking cheap. Get cubic zirconian. Go cheap, dude. Don't be stupid. Alright? Just don't be dumb. What are you doing?
Tweets so far, that's the one that got flagged for hate speech. But no worries, because speaking of hate speech, Pearl claps back with, "Morgan, you are a single mother with a public video admitting you have HPV. You may want to sit this one out too."
I think doesn't like everybody have HPV? It's like 80% of the population.
Now at this point, I think everyone just sort of decided to take a breather.
Yeah,
let cooler heads prevail. All these ladies, they're all supposed to be fighting for the same thing, right? So there's no reason to keep this going.
Conservative men.
You suck black and probably have AIDS.
Okay, that's fucking crazy. Jesus Christ, that's
like,
fucking
where
wild.
did these people come from? I swear to God. I mean, these ladies are just idling at 100 miles an hour at all
maybe Estonia
times. Next from Emily. "Morgan, your baby daddy abandoned you. You're raising a bastard child. But yet somehow, someway, you think you're better than me or anyone on this app. You gave it up for free, got left in the dust, and now post rage bait on X to supplement for the inadequacy of your monthly child support payments."
That's brutal. That's fucking brutal. These women are fucking fierce, dude. Oh my God.
This is what people think that the Kendrick Drake beef was, by the way. This is actual beef, though. That was a child's disagreement compared to this.
Definitely was a child's disagreement.
I hate you like I'm young.
But here's really the magnum opus, and this is going to be in the Louvre one day, so take a screenshot, just a final shot across the bow from Morgan. "None of that is true, Emily, but unlike you, I don't lie, so here are some facts. You got fingered in the middle of a hotel lobby at a TP USA event while everybody watched and there were families around.
Kind of a little, maybe slightly hot, just being real.
You brag about having sex with married MAGA dads and doing drugs.
Except, unless there's young people around, obviously that's wrong.
You have been completely ran through by both single and married men in the right wing.
Damn.
You call young virgins losers and encourage them to have premarital sex, and you're pro-abortion. You're a disgusting feminist whore with a Jezebel spirit who uses filters in all of her videos and lives in rebellion to God while grifting off the conservative movement, and simultaneously trashes women who desire to live God-honoring lifestyles because their engagement rings didn't cost enough or their lifestyle isn't flashy enough. But yeah, I'm the one who needs money, you gold-digging hoe, so yes, I am better than you."
That's fucking crazy. I don't even remember which one of them got fucking married in the first place. I wasn't keeping tabs.
But he watched.
This is a bunch of white women. What the fuck? That's fucking insane, dude. That's funny though. That is funny, in my opinion. That's very funny. Who posted this shit? Can't find it. Doesn't matter. We don't care. I'll find it in a minute.
You got fingered in a hotel lobby. You're a homewrecker. You're a feminist the Jezebel spirit. Let me tell you something. I will forgive Jubilee for every psychopath they've ever brought on, for every white nationalist they've ever platformed. If they bring these people in...
Oh yeah, Sarah Stock. She's the one who said that. Sarah Stock. Crazy.
To do an actual debate. I want to see 20 trad wives versus 1 Jezebel spirit. Or
okay.
Middle ground, is it okay to get fingered in a hotel lobby? Once again, I'm simply... Is it okay...
I thought that was Andrew Callahan.
To get fingered in a hotel lobby? Once again, I'm simply presenting new ideas. And obviously there's more tweets, but I mean, that's pretty much the whole story. But also, apparently, the married man that Emily allegedly hooked up with at that Turning Point Republican convention is a dude named Elijah Schaefer, who is also the current boss of Sarah Stock.
Whoa! That gives some credibility to the argument. I see Christian Walker. He's also conservative gay. Pick me. Who the fuck is Elijah Schaefer? Elijah. That's a name. Who names himself fucking Elijah? Ugh. The fuck? How the fuck do I find this guy? This is pissing me off. Jesus Christ. Stupid ass Twitter. Twitter sucks. I think this is the guy here. I think. He's got a lot of followers, so I'm going to assume that this is him. Hopefully he doesn't post porn, so I could just see a picture of him. Is that him? Who the fuck is this guy? That doesn't look like him. Okay. I was wondering if he was a closeted homosexual, but he doesn't seem to be.
The lady who's getting engaged. Very messy. Very messy. And if you're wondering why I brought all this up, it's for one...
Wait, the lady that was getting engaged?
The current boss of...
I recommend you not come to me. I'll have your tell your wife how you had sex with my friend at the TPSA event 2021 while you were married to her. I don't like cheaters. Damn! This loser was fired from his job for sexual assault and then also had banged my friend 4 times in one night at a conservative conference while he was married and she didn't know. That's fucking crazy. 4 times in a night? Holy shit. Wait, Elijah Schaefer's gay? Fuck, they're all gay, dude. This is crazy.
Of Sarah Stock, the lady who's
the lore goes
engaged.
deep.
Very messy.
The lore goes very deep here.
Very messy. And if you're wondering why I brought all this up, it's for one, because this is hilarious, but 2, because it underlines the tragedy of being a right-wing pick-me. Because when you make your entire career being a woman who shits on other women for views, is it not poetic that you eventually become the woman who herself gets shit on? Question mark? Like you're putting on a performance for a group of people that you will never be a part of, aka misogynistic straight men who think you should be property. And you can make money from doing that, but if you think that energy isn't ultimately going to come back around to you...
I mean, that's how it works. You know, you put out that catty energy, you receive it back, baby.
I think...
That's why I like a lot of those virtue signaling people. They end up getting virtue signaled on hard as fuck and get canceled because they hold everybody to a higher standard than is normal or appropriate.
You're sorely mistaken. I'll give a more specific example. Another reason a lot of the other big right-wing pick-me's on Emily specifically is because she is pro-abortion rights. And honestly, this is how I know Emily is doing a right-wing pick-me grift, because you can see the human beneath the performance kind of like leak through the cracks when she talks about abortion versus when she talks about other issues. Let me roll 2 clips here and just notice the difference in sauce, if you will.
So I've said that one of the biggest mistakes that this country made is that they allow women to vote.
Terrible.
I'm not gonna lie. Ever since we started voting, it's really gone downhill.
For sure. Country definitely has gotten worse,
Wow.
Sure.
It has.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like, how are women better off? They're all like working jobs.
Terrible.
Miserable, depressed, single. I don't understand. I would happily give my husband my bank account and not vote. I would assume as an intelligent man, he knows what's best for all of us.
As someone who's pro-choice across the board, if it was me in charge, I would have every state the woman gets to choose, okay?
Whoa! What the fuck just happened? How did we get here? I'm so confused. It's almost like she's a pick-me liar.
Like I said, Republicans hate that. I know. See, there you go. But
Republicans hate when women have a right to choose.
that's what I believe as a woman. And it's one of those things where I'm like,
That's actually very interesting because I think that in the first clip you see the grift, that she's just sitting there lying for attention. She's a conservative grifter. She's basically doing OnlyFans-esque grifting. Oh, no, she's not. We have AI now, so people are legitimately taking her face and putting it onto other people's bodies and jacking off to it. That's the point of this type of content, right? They do this middleman, and then that's what the conservative guys do. They fucking violently jack off, right? right? They put her face on another girl's body, right? So that's what it is. It's basically an OnlyFans grift. There's just a middleman there. But considering abortion rights have actually been threatened, and now she's like, oh shit, this one might be real. Like, because she knows we're never taking away women's right to vote at all. That's just never going to happen. So, like, you know that we're not going to take women's right to vote away, or at least that's how she feels, that it will never happen. I mean, I guess who the fuck knows? They're talking about banning gay marriage, so or reversing Supreme Court protections. But for this one, it's become very real. Like, oh shit, like we actually overturned this. I need to actually be myself here and be like, well, listen, guys, on this one, I think the women have the right to choose. Well, you don't think that women have the right to choose when it comes to voting for the way society operates. So what you're saying doesn't make sense. But now the real stuff goes through. This is how you know it's a grift. This is how you know it's a grift.
No, if they made it state by state, and 90% of people in a state wanted that, I don't agree.
Why 90?
With that, I would move out of the state. I don't like the government interfering on women's bodies.
So easy to just move out of state, Queen. So true. Just move. Guys, feeling oppressed? Just move.
Same with the vaccine.
Now, it's possible that I'm being too charitable, but you can tell when she's just like spewing bullshit that she thinks will get clicks.
Yeah,
versus on a
well, that's true too. And like, she doesn't believe what she's saying there either. When she's saying, like, oh, I think states should be able to choose, and I could just leave state. Like, that's a stupid idiot thing to say. She's just saying that because that's the most acceptable way that she can talk. That's like her Overton window that she can talk about abortion as a conservative in online conservative politics. Offline and like non-online politics, like conservatives can be like, no, I'm pro-choice. They'll call it like a necessary evil, which is like perfectly fine. I agree with that. But she has to be like, listen, just shoot it back to the states, and if they want, move to the state that... Shut up. You don't believe that. You think that it should be appropriate in every state. You just know you can't say that. So you're just trying to seem reasonable.
Abortion when she's a little more reserved, a little more honest. And her beliefs on abortion make sense. She's like a millennial blonde woman from LA. That's what I assumed you would believe about abortion. And she still makes videos about abortion being bad or whatever, but she doesn't want it to be illegal, which is a convenient way that she can keep up her grift. But it is fascinating to me that you can almost tell that when she decided to go down this road of being a right-wing grifter, that somewhere along the line she made an agreement with herself that this was a line she's not going to cross. When she locked up the true Emily Wilson...
I don't think that's what it is. Again, I think it was once it got like over, the Supreme Court protections for abortion got overturned, she was like, oh fuck, this one's real. I have to be more charitable to abortion.
Who was trying to be an actress in LA or whatever, and decided to just go on podcasts.
A lot of failed actors and shit, or actresses that want to be conservative content. I don't really get it.
And talk about how states should be able to bring back slavery. She told the devil, I will say or do anything to get famous, but I will not speak out against this one issue. And you know what? I actually have no respect for that whatsoever. Because Emily gets to be this hardcore MAGA conservative influencer and pat herself on the back for taking the middle ground, quote unquote, on the abortion issue. But she can only do that because she enjoys the protections of living in California. But what about all those women who don't have the privilege of living in a blue state? A blue state that Emily herself reviles at every turn imaginable. Oh,
well, doesn't she live in California? It's like the 4th largest economy in the world. It's fucking insane. People are like, oh, it's going to hell. 4th largest economy in the entire world. Just to be clear, so. Yeah,
those women just get to fucking die. Because in states like Texas or Georgia, which have the strong conservative governance that Emily espouses constantly, if you have a complicated pregnancy or something goes wrong, you have to literally be on your deathbed before doctors can do anything. And
that's fucking insane. Is that true?
Sometimes it's too late. And this is what's so infuriating. This is what's so tragic about the right-wing pick-me, which is that you're okay advocating for the rollback of rights for whatever your group is, because you think it'll never happen.
Yes, exactly. I think that's what all of it is. I think that's really where it all comes down to.
But it will. And it is
Well,
happening.
it could. It might. Yeah.
The Secretary of Defense of the United States is retweeting Christian nationalists saying that women should not have the right to vote. Your point of view on this issue, Emily, Pearl, is well represented in government right now.
I don't even really believe, would we be more conservative? Sure. Would I risk all females not being able to vote? No. And I don't really think females believe that. I think they say these things online to get male validation.
Savannah, are you a pick-me? Are you doing pick-me stuff?
I'm married. I don't need to be picked. I've already been picked.
Yeah, but every single thing you say is literally appealing to men and usually hating on women as well.
All these other women.
Is she accidentally going woke? Woke?
Women who are advocating for women to go back to the kitchen and raise children and submit to your husband or whatever. Do you think when your dream is achieved that they're not coming for your podcast microphone too? When it is illegal for women to vote or to have
Well,
jobs,
she'll just have to have her husband own the podcast, then it'll be okay.
or to have a bank account.
Yes, I'd let her talk.
Do you think you will be the sole exception that will still be allowed, to have a Patreon? And again, let me expand this conversation because, like I said, we have all kinds of right-wing pick-me's out here. All kinds of, traitors. Just a couple of days ago, it was reported that the Supreme Court was thinking about reopening the gay marriage question. Gay marriage, which has been...
Damn. Supreme Court formally asked to overturn landmark same-sex marriage ruling. Kim Davis, a former clerk who refused gay couples, brought the appeal. Damn, brother. I'd want to get gay married too if I saw her. Yeah, I see it. I get it. I would do that too. I'd definitely be advocating if that was the average in the town. Gay. I'm fucking gay. Super fucking gay, dude. I can see why she'd want to ban it too, so that you couldn't do my strategy, which would be to be incredibly gay. I'd fucking take it raw by a huge fucking penis before I would marry this woman, and it's because she's too beautiful. Actually, that's what it comes down to. She's so hot. I think I would just, you know what I mean? Like it would just be, I would only be thinking about her all the time. That's why I can't smoke cigarettes. They're too good. They're so addictive. I can't smoke them. I gotta keep them away. So, yeah, fucking for real. Jesus.
It's been a settled issue since 2013. Now back on the chopping block.
Beautiful.
Thanks to this.
I feel like you don't have to look like this. Like, just do your hair nicely. What the fuck is the matter with you? What the fuck is this? She took a picture. This is a meaningful picture that she took too, or somebody took. And she's like, what should we do? I could get my hair done nicely and look like nice and maybe put a little makeup on. Yeah, you could do that. Or you could just put no makeup on and just really fuck your eyebrows up bad. Oh, yes. That's exactly what I want to do. I legitimately want to do that. That's what I want to do. I want to look like a 13-year-old girl who's cutting her own hair. So yeah, that's great. I love that style. It's beautiful.
Which has been a settled issue since 2013. Now back on the chopping block, thanks to this new ultra-conservative majority on the Supreme Court. And I was just thinking, about a couple of weeks ago, this other conservative influencer, Robbie Sove.
That guy's super gay. What the fuck?
Soav, I don't know. Dropped some engagement photos of him.
Oh yeah, that's a super gay dude.
Influencer, Robbie.
Free Media Rising, The Hill, group chat, sought after, and D&D circles. Oh, that's two different types of gay.
Sove?
Scooter and anthropologist. Baby Ryan Seacrest. That's crazy, dude.
Soav, I don't know. Dropped some engagement photos of him with his fiance.
God bless you guys. Some personal news from my Sicily trip earlier this month, in case anyone missed it. I got it. That's beautiful. That's incredible.
And good for them. I'm happy for them. But of course, the reaction from Robbie's fan base was predictably homophobic as shit. Ew.
What? What do you mean? What? Conservatives love gay guys as long as it's quiet and inside the glory hole in their mouths, because they loved getting throat fucked.
Take a parasite cleanse and return to God.
Incredible.
Oh, congrats, bro. But stop goofing around with the boys. Let's see the lovely bride. Congratulations.
That was just weird and maybe innocent.
When will you buy your first trafficked baby boy? Just
Crazy.
insane.
That's fucking crazy.
Also, people going after him because apparently he was married to a woman before this. And again, I'm not here to browbeat gays for being conservative, but for the ones who make...
I mean, the good news is that they invade the space. So it's like, oh, these are the good conservatives. They start accepting conservatives and gay people. Excuse me, this is one of the good gays. They start accepting gays into the conservative circle. That's great. PSYOP, slowly invading. Why? So that people are like, wait, gays are people. Sounds pretty malicious, doesn't it?
Make a living evangelizing conservative values to your straight male audience. You need to understand that your audience fundamentally fucking hates you, and that the political movement that you identify with and advocate for Ends with you
especially in anonymous online circles where people could say whatever they want, but also full of bots. So
losing your rights, and if the most extreme voices had their way, probably your life too. Here's another example. This was also going semi-viral in the last week as well. It's this gay Republican congressional intern who posted a carousel on Instagram.
That's super gay. I'm just like, I love gay people. I got lots of gay family members and shit. You know, God bless. But like, why do you got to be so extra? Is that the word that you use? Just be like a regular dude. You don't see me walking around my fucking bulge out. You know what I'm saying?
Instagram, including a picture.
You guys want to see that? No, just kidding.
Him fanboying at Mike Johnson's office,
Damn.
as well as him.
He even stands. He stands like a little, you know, just got that feminine swag
At a music festival. And I'm not showing his name. I mean, he's barely an influencer, and he's also looks like he's 19. But again, it's the cognitive.
All those twinks.
Dissonance required to live like this. Like, dog, you're popping at a music festival that your boss probably believes is like a hive of degenerates who should all be shot. Here's a couple banger quotes, actually, from this kid's political hero, Mike Johnson. Homosexual marriage is the dark...
I thought that was a fake name. Mike Johnson?
Harbinger of chaos and sexual anarchy that could doom even the strongest republic.
Wow, this guy's gay as hell.
Homosexual relationships are inherently unnatural, and the studies clearly show are ultimately harmful and costly for everyone. Society cannot give its stamp of approval to such a dangerous lifestyle. Polygamists, polyamorous, pedophiles, and others will be next in line to claim equal protection. They already are. There will be no legal basis to deny a bisexual the right to marry a partner of each sex, or a person to marry his pet.
That's crazy. What the fuck? I didn't know this guy was that much of a disgusting fucking freak. Jesus Christ.
That's who you're working for, big dog. Though to be fair,
that's the Speaker of the House. That's interesting. It's so interesting because, like, I understand. I've heard the argument before from conservatives, and they'll say, like, listen, I don't agree with everything that I'm voting for, which is generally like a valid thing to say. You know what I mean? I can respect that. But I feel like there's some things that you shouldn't be comfortable with. So, like, let's say I vote left, and some of the weird shit that they're saying is that they want to, like, expand healthcare to illegals. All right, I might be against that, but I overall might like more left-leaning policies, right? Meanwhile, on the right, the comparative is like, yeah, you know, these guys literally want gay people to be second-class citizens and be so uncomfortable that they don't even express themselves because they're under threat of life. They call them parasites, compare them to pedophiles, and overall just brandish them a fucking traitor to society. And I don't like that, but I really would like a little bit of a tax cut. I just feel like we're not proportionate here. You guys are clearly way too comfortable with very unfunny racism, sexism, homophobia, and just overall demeaning of anybody's life. Like, I get it. Let's get the illegal immigration shit under control. Totally agree with that. But I don't really think it's particularly responsible to brandish people who are really just trying to come here for a better life, even though I understand that we can't just let everybody in. And labeling them some kind of parasitic demon, because that's what Trump does constantly, right? Like, he doesn't just say, like, guys, we have to get this under control because, like, we need to make sure we have a sustainable society. I'd be on board with that. He's like, they're sending their worst. These people are horrible. He's fucking dog whistling that they're all fucking violent gang members, lying about them eating cats and dogs and shit. So I just find it interesting, like, how comfortable conservatives are with some of the shit, because, like, you guys, like, the most extreme of the conservative party is, like, legitimate racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, you know, fucking, you know, just fucking xenophobia. The most extreme on the left is like, let's give like open borders for illegals because we want to be nice with other people's money. Legal immigrants. You know, maybe I don't believe that extreme, but like when your most extreme policy position on the left is like free fucking healthcare for everybody, and the most extreme position on the right is like ban gay marriage and I don't know, ethnic cleansing. We're not the same. You guys are too comfortable with insane shit. You guys gotta get your fucking morals in check, because I'm pretty sure God does not chill with that shit. And also, Jesus is brown. Okay, and also I know a lot of Jesuses. And they do a really good job on the lawn. Okay, so I don't know, some kind of fucking crazy to me.
Harbinger of chaos and sexual anarchy would go pretty hard on a shirt. But real quick, actually, let's go back to a familiar face.
2013. That's when California legalized same-sex marriage.
Nice.
I don't care who you marry whoever you want. Why is it shoved down our throat? Why are we still celebrating?
So what are we celebrating? What is she talking about?
I understand, like, have a parade, have fun.
Okay, cool.
2013, do that. Maybe 2014, I get it. Why are we still doing it?
Yes, I keep coming.
Why not, man? Because the gay parades are fun. Gay people know how to have a good time. If you don't agree with that, you've never met a gay person, you've never been around a gay person, because you are actually gay and you're closeted. But gay people are fun. They want to keep doing parades, and also it makes money. Here's my thing. Why don't you guys have some fucking... Why don't you guys invest some time, energy, and effort into organizing some cool military parades? You know, you got fucking gay guys and girls walking around dancing, have a good time. Sometimes it gets a little too crazy, I understand. Maybe a little too sexy. But you know what, whatever. At least they're having a good time and they're fucking stimulating the economy because a lot of money, a lot of shit getting sold there. Meanwhile, you guys are like, we love our veterans. We love our veterans. But we're not going to, well, first of all, we're not going to vote to get rid of homelessness that a lot of veterans, you know, they'll have a problem with their shit. We're not going to vote for the way for mental health. We're not even going to have a fun fucking parade for people that are veterans. Okay? Why the fuck is there not parades where you have Hooters coming around, big fucking dirty blonde conservative girls with their boobs out, walking around, sell some fucking cigarettes, some medicinal marijuana or something. Let's have a good fucking time. Let's all fucking dance. They don't dance in the country music in a line. You know, something like that. Where are the parades? Nobody's organizing anything. These guys and gals go and they die for rich oil barons, and you can't even have them come back to a good fucking time. You can't even get these guys a lap dance. Like, what are you thinking? You guys complain about fucking gay pride events, but you guys won't do a tenth of what, you know, gay people do for themselves at these pride events for veterans. Veteran Day, Memorial Day. Oh, these are sad. Bro, celebrate their life and their death and honor their sacrifice with fucking hot wings and fucking twerking and some kind of country line dance twerking. You know, you guys got to stop complaining about it's being shoved down our throats. Stop going to don't go to the festival. All jokes aside, I very rarely see gay shit on my For You page because all the fanboy jokes aside, I'm not really into like constant consumption, so I don't see it. If you're constantly seeing gay shit shoved into your face, you are gay. You are looking for it. You are turned on by it. The algorithm is feeding it to you because they know you want to be fed one into your actual mouth. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's on you guys. You're gay.
Coming back to Emily, who, again, apart from her trad contemporaries, continuously tries to stake out a middle ground on some of these social issues. Here, she's essentially doing the like, oh, I don't mind gays, but just don't do it near me. I don't mind gay marriage, but I mean pride? The traffic, it's gratuitous. Well, Emily, to answer your question, we still have pride because the attacks on marriage equality aren't stopping, thanks to your friends. But again, we have another interesting moment here, where her pick-me grift runs up against like her advocating for something that she really does not approve. White girl from LA probably has gay friends. As a matter of fact, she recently appeared in a photo with some mean gays in the Hamptons.
Those are all gay.
And I understand that because I also aspire to be chilling with the mean gays in the Hamptons.
Nah, Hamptons can suck my fucking balls.
But here's what Morgan, that other...
Also, all gay guys are mean. But they're a good time. They're a good time. At least all the ones that I've met are always... They got mean girl energy. I don't know what it is. My cousin, his boyfriend, my brother-in-law, my wife's best friend, my wife's best friend's husband. Crazy. They're all fucking mean gays. But they're a good time. You know they don't mean it. Now, when I mean it.
Lady with HP...
Actually, I kind of have mean gay energy, too.
TV wrote in response to that. Heathens. This is where your movement is at, Emily.
Mm-hmm.
It's not too late to tap out. You can go back to doing Erewhon smoothies and aloe try-on hauls. You don't need to be a Nazi, I assure you. These people will never like you or respect you, no matter how much you performatively shit on pride festivals. And I'd be remiss, of course, if I didn't mention the racism in these conservative circles, which we already saw a little bit of. But for black conservatives or any kind of minority trying to make it in this right-wing...
I feel like there's gonna be racism in any circle. It's just more explicit in the right-leaning circles. In left-leaning circles, they don't say it. They just hide it behind, they say it behind their backs or while they're singing songs.
Influencer sphere, they are constantly rediscovering just how racist these people are that they're trying to appeal to.
I never thought...
Black gay Republican heckled with slurs at MAGA event. On Sunday, gay Trump supporter Rob Smith had a rude awakening when they discovered that the MAGA party is full of racists and homophobes. Well, who would have guessed? let me just tell you something. Racism is never acceptable, but sometimes it might be almost acceptable. We've hit that almost mark. You know, it's kind of tough, dude. It's a little bit tough. That's a rough one. You can't be. I mean, you can't be doing that. Those people do not like you. You can't be doing this kind of shit and expect not to be, you know, punished by God in some way.
Leopards would eat my face. No, I never thought the leopards would eat my face.
Again, surprise, surprise, when you foster a conservative white male audience.
I love that song. I heard that in the movie Sinners. It was a real good movie.
Which you attract by shitting on members of your own group. That audience is going to be racist towards you too. I am reminded constantly of Vivek Ramaswamy, who is one of those culture war warriors who also ran for president.
The second that he supported H-1B visas, he got fucking destroyed.
Hearing what the main critique of his candidacy was from Ann Coulter.
Oh, and I agreed with many, many things you said during, in fact, probably more than most other candidates when you were running for president. But I still would not have voted for you because you're an Indian. We'll get.
That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy that she said that and that she's still chilling, man. She's still doing a good job. You know, on the one hand, you could respect the honesty. On the other hand, that's fucking crazy that your circle did not get upset with that. They're probably happy with that shit. That's fucking crazy. Jesus Christ. Me personally, I love Indian people. I went to a market. They started selling Pizza Hut personal pizzas inside of some gas stations. They got the breadsticks and they got the pizza, and I walked in there and I said, "Hey, what's going on, man?" And he said, "Hey, what's up?" You know, he said it differently, but if I use the accent, I might get canceled. I don't exist in her space. And I was like, "Hey, man, like, you know, I actually didn't say it. I was with my wife, and so I saw that there's no pizzas, and I said, babe, can you go ask the guy for me? Can you go ask the guy for me to make some pizzas?" You know, and she's like, "Of course. I love my wife. She's the greatest." You know, she walked up there and she's so nice. She's like, "Excuse me, can you make?" He's like, "Yeah, you just gotta wait like 7 minutes." I was chill as fuck, so we waited 7 minutes. Got me 2 pizzas because it's like 1 for $6 or 2 for $8. It's like, what the fuck am I thinking? So I got 2 pepperoni personal pizzas from the, you know, the little Pizza Hut at the the fucking place, the gas station. Got myself a Lenny and Larry's cookie and a protein shake. You know, I got to get my protein up. I can't just have all the carbs. And I fucked that shit up, boy. And that guy's awesome. I love that Indian guy. I love Indian people. You know, that's just one example, of course. I'm not trying to say Indians only work at gas stations. Obviously, you know, they also work. You know, they also do phone calls, and there's a lot. Really, they could do anything. They could do any job. So. But that is crazy that he's just listening. He's just gonna take it on the chin like a good boy. That's fucking terrible.
Get back to that.
That's terrible.
Shocking.
Look at how you can see how angry he got. You see how angry he got though? Look at that fucking face. You compare that to the beginning of the clip, man, and like you just see like his face devolves over time. You know, look at this. Like here we go. We
agreed with many.
What the main critique of his candidacy was from Ann Coulter.
Oh.
Look at that. He's happy at first, and then time goes on, and you see he just starts getting angrier and angrier and angrier and angrier, you know? And by the end of the clip, he's stewing, and he's trying to hold it back in, and you can see how fucking, look at that. That's really where it shifted. That's where he's getting fucking pissed. He's real pissed. And it's so interesting because it's like, you ever stick your dick in a fucking wasp's nest? Well, Vivek, you did that when you joined the Conservative Party, and it's like, how could you be angry at her racism when that's what you decided you wanted to jump into? It's not like you didn't get a written waiver, like, hey, they're gonna treat you like a second class citizen. You fucking knew. You got the warning. You knew what the fuck this shit was about. Now you're upset. You're gonna sit here with the fucking angry eyes, being, oh my goodness, I can't believe she said that. Yes, you can, and you know that. What the fuck are you doing, pussy? The fuck's the matter with you? What are you doing? It's ridiculous.
Shocking. Your
I'm
entire
not saying you deserve it, but you deserve it.
career is based off of trafficking and white supremacy, and your supporters end up being white supremacists who hate you too. And I'm not going to spend too much time on these black conservative creators because it's the same pick-me dynamic at play, and I also don't want to come across as sounding like Joe Biden.
So if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
He was so real for that.
But it's
okay, listen, I'm not trying to be that fucking guy, but he was super real for that. He was super fucking real for saying that, okay? I'm not trying to be... He shouldn't have said it, especially not in that way. But what we watched, like 2 minutes ago, we watched about how Rob Smith went to a fucking MAGA event and got berated for being black. They were calling him slurs and shit. Like, listen, dude. Black conservatives exist. They exist. And, like, you know, there are normal conservatives. But let me fucking tell you something. Trump is not a normal black conservative. In fact, he's orange. Okay? He's not like Mike Pence or whatever that's just like fucking conservative. You know, Mike Pence, American hero, didn't go along with J6, God bless. He's not like fucking John McCain. You know, he's not like a regular dude that just wants less taxes. All right? This motherfucker ran on immigrants being all being horrible people, vilification of immigrants. Oh, that's not true. Yes, it is. Oh, they're sending their worst. They're sending the people that want to live a better life. We can't accept them, but okay? The demonization of fucking non-white people, super cum-guzzling fucking evangelical Christians, anti-gay, anti-trans, fucking anti-everything, okay? Really only uncles. There's really only uncles because they don't like women, okay? That's terrible. Who's going to make the pie? I don't know. All right? And then you motherfuckers are sitting here and you're like, well, Joe Biden, that was racist. Kinda. But was he wrong? I'm not trying to be a fucking asshole here. We're not talking about a regular dude. We're not talking about the regular Republicans, dude. We're talking about a fucking special example of an unhinged freak. Donald Trump. Best friend was a pedophile for 15 years, by the way. I think we forgot about that part. Promised to release Epstein files. Didn't do that. Okay? Biggest controversy for Joe Biden? Didn't talk too well. Said you weren't really black if you voted Trump. Biggest controversy for Trump? Best friends with a fucking pedophile. Also, really not very good for the economy. Crashed the economy with irresponsible tariff announcements, and then the economy got better from there, but still below line. Hey, by the way, occupy DC, because that's helpful. This is a #1 urgent issue. It took him 8 months. Sounds like a distraction from him being best friends with a pedophile, by the way. I don't know. That's just what it sounds like to me. And that's because I'm very smart, okay? That's what, you know why? My mom said so. Also, he likes ice cream. That was another... What? That's fucking crazy. So I'm just saying, dude, I think it's about time that we just admit that this was, like, this was pretty mild compared to what Trump's been doing every fucking day. I mean, he said a bunch of fucking Haitian migrants are eating dogs and cats. Okay? And the reason, you know why he said that? You want to know why he said that? Because one time a fucking Haitian guy ate the fuck out of his wife's pussy, and he's like, they're eating the fucking cats. Fellas, step up your game, okay? Get your shit together. So, I'm just saying, dude, you know, when Donald Trump goes on a fucking tirade in 2016 about how Barack Obama isn't a real American, he's from another country, that's not racist, apparently, to you guys, but when Joe Biden speaks the truth in an uncouth way, all of a sudden, he's fucking racist. Okay, give me a break, you know what I'm saying, dude?
But it's the same fairly obvious point, the same as the women we looked at.
They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're stealing our bikes, they're talking loud in the movie. No, I'm just kidding. That's terrible. That's terrible, okay.
Which is if you make your career reinforcing stereotypes in order to make money off your racist white audience, there is going to be some danger in that territory. And I watched a great video on this by Antonio Speaks, who I don't know, but I've been binging his stuff.
Black Conservative Fatigue, all right.
It's good. The video is called Black Conservative Fatigue. I'll link it below. But look, the reason I'm airing the clip out on all these weirdos now is that I feel like we are in the dog caught the car moment. We're in the end times. We're in the end game. What these right-wing pick-me's of all flavors have worked towards, even if their motive was primarily...
I like to believe that we're kind of like hitting the end of it, where like people are starting to realize like a lot of this is very online performative. The internet's been very new, and so people at first were like, oh my god, everybody's serious, and now you're kind of like, okay, I know you guys are lying. And so I think we're getting towards the end of like the pick-me shit being taken seriously in any capacity.
Honey, they're achieving it. The percentage of American boys who actually believe in like basic gender equality is tanking.
Dang, we need more fucking boy. We need more men in the household to beat their kids for saying shit like this. Because that's what it is. You know, you guys want to pretend that it's like, oh well, women. No, it's because dads aren't hitting their fucking kids. Because here's my thing, dude. And I'm gonna bring it to a real level. Like, you know, I'm gonna have kids soon. If my kid ever spoke down to my wife or talked to my wife like she didn't deserve rights, I'd fuck you up, boy. I love you because you're my child, but I chose my wife. I didn't choose you. I fucking blasted a hot nut in my wife, and then whatever came out like a goddamn gumball machine. I'm gonna like it because I have to deal with it because that's what I'm getting. But I didn't choose you explicitly. I chose to have you. I didn't choose the collection of our DNA that came out. So I'm gonna love you eternally and mostly unconditionally, unless you do some wild shit like disrespect my wife, and then I'm gonna hit you. Because like I said, I chose that woman. So, you know, that's the thing. If you don't think that, if you're seeing a sharp decrease in people who think that women are equal to men, it's because we do not be having fathers in the household. Get back in the household, okay? Get in there. Or you know what? Don't even stay married. But you know what? Be a good dad for your kid. And be a good dad for your kid. And don't let them disrespect their mother. And if you're like, well, she doesn't do the same for me. She's a woman. You're better than her. Let's act like it. You know what I'm kidding. Of course. Get your shit together. Okay? It's fucking ridiculous. Men and women should be paid the same amount of money if they do the same work. Obviously, the answer is 100%. That they do the same work? Yeah. I mean, men are maybe more capable. Well, obviously more capable physically. So that would be different, but we're not talking about sports. We're talking about fucking bus driving or something. Women should have the same job opportunities as men? Yeah, of course.
Men aged 18 to 21 in this country favor Republicans by a 23-point gap. Globally, the percentage of young men who...
How do we get the young men back?
...believe, quote...
All the Democrats have to do to get young men back, I keep saying this, is just expand trade jobs. We're at a shortage, boy. 200, we're going to be like 550,000 short on electrician jobs by 2027. Expand that shit. Those are boy jobs. Girls can do them too if you want. But guys like trade jobs. Expand trade jobs. Make it cheaper. Push for it harder. Make it cheaper to become like any of these things we need, and incentivize young men to leave the state and go to states that they need work, like that needs those types of jobs. You know, Democrats, don't just fucking support weird freaks like Hassan Parker. Like, what are you doing?
A woman's place is in the home is skyrocketing. So we're losing a generation here, and we can talk about solutions.
See, that's another thing right there.
Another day.
Like, guys who think that a woman's place is in the home is because they didn't have their dads. And so what ends up happening here is when you don't have, this is the thing. You need a household with a masculine figure and a feminine figure. All right? I was raised by a single mom who's very masculine. In fact, the men in my life, like my uncle and my Jaji, were more feminine than my mom. My mom used to beat me. And that was acceptable back then. So don't get all fucking crybaby on me. My mother was a good mother, and then when the therapist said that's not productive, she stopped. Okay, so we don't need to get caught up on the details, you cringe fuck. Anyway, if you just have, you need daddy energy in the house, masculine energy, inside of your household. Because that, like, productive, like working out. That's the workout. It breaks you down a little bit in a productive way. Then you need the mommy energy to help you recover from that breakdown. You need the stress of your father and then the recovery of your mother. If you have too much of one, you're not going to come out right. You're going to fucking fatigue yourself, or you're either going to get fatigued or you're going to be coddled. All right? So if you don't have a dad in the household, mommy coddles you all fucking day. Mommy cooks for you. Mommy cleans for you. Mommy cleans up your cum socks. Gross. What the fuck? Okay? She doesn't make you get a job until you're in your 20s. All right? She doesn't make you pay for anything until you're in, like, your mid-20s. All right, you set up for fucking failure. That's what ends up happening. So, that's what. So you need your daddy energy. You need your masculine energy in the household. I don't care if it's a butch lesbian or what, but you need to be in the household. You need to get it. Without that shit, you get boys that are like, yeah, a woman should be in the household because I don't want to fucking cook for myself or clean pots and pans. That's what it is. That's what happens.
Is skyrocketing. So we're losing a generation here, and we can talk about solutions another day, but for the pick-me's who advocated for this, I just wish that they would consider if they're really okay with, like, the world that they're creating. I've never watched The Handmaid's Tale show, but I've
my wife keeps telling me I gotta watch it. I got all these beard hairs stuck in my fucking mic. Boy, that's crazy.
Read the book, and I'll always remember the character Serena Joy, who was like this far-right activist, passionate anti-feminist, who ended up being instrumental in creating the Society of Gilead, where basically women had no rights. And
I'm assuming that she did that. What did she do that to keep herself protected? That's crazy.
Yeah, like, surprise, surprise, she was not happy in this new society that she helped create,
crazy.
Where she had no rights. And I'm not saying we're like 2 weeks away from Gilead, okay? I'm saying we're like 2 years away, or 20, or 200. My point is, do we really want to find out? Being anti-Gilead is like the easiest thing you can do. And I'd rather be too cautious than too late, because when you lose your rights, you might never get them back.
True.
What a cheery thought, Mark. Holy Can we talk about Labubu's now? Sure we can, audience. Let's just make sure nobody else here has anything else for us today.
Like, at least have the balls to chop your balls off, you know? If you're going to try to push this down my throat that you're a woman, at least have the balls to chop your dick off, okay?
Nope, we're
Give it to me. Give me a couple more inches.
good. Let's bring in the Labubus.
That was a cool video, man. I liked it. Good stuff. I'll give it a like. Beautiful stuff.